Arjun Sahota, seen here outside court, testified he has no recollection of driving the wrong way down Adelaide Street before colliding with a pedestrian who was crossing York Street at 10:40 p.m. on October 20th, 2022. It is an agreed fact that after striking the pedestrian named Rahim Alani, who was left with a broken back and a broken leg, Sahota left the scene and drove the wrong way down one-way York Street before going to the area of Blue Jays Way and Mercer Street, where he parked roughly 3 kilometers away. Court has heard that Sahota had been attending a BMW event at the Liberty Grand, and witnesses said Sahota was drinking. A friend named Kuljot Sohal, who was with the accused that night, testified after realizing he had left his keys and computer in Sahota's car, he and his girlfriend called Sahota to meet up with him, and all they could hear was Sahota yelling, "F you, F you." When Sohal and his girlfriend finally found Sahota in his car, the friend testified he and Sahota walked to the Bisha Hotel. Sohal said it was a struggle to get him to leave the hotel, testifying that Sahota was drunk. The 28-year-old, who's on trial for impaired driving, dangerous driving, and failing to remain at the scene of an accident causing bodily harm, has pleaded not guilty. On the stand in his own defense, Sahota painted a different picture, saying he only had 2 drinks at the Liberty Grand, and his last memory was about an hour before the collision. "I recall being woken up in the car, being restricted by a seatbelt, some phlegm on my chest, no idea what happened, where I was. I remember hearing someone on my phone. It was as though I was underwater. I just couldn't make out what was going on. It was a scary situation." Sahota surrendered to police on November 8, 2022. He testified 4 days later. He woke up confused, his girlfriend telling him he had a seizure in his sleep. He said he went to the ER where a doctor told him it was most likely a seizure, and he surrendered his license for 6 months. Sahota testified he had 2 more seizures in the months that followed and was prescribed a drug for epilepsy. A neurologist who met with Sahota 2 years after the collision testified, based on Sahota's self-reporting and a report by a forensic psychiatrist who relied on Sahota's self-reporting, he believes that Sahota suffered from a seizure before the collision and was in a so-called postical state, which left him with an abnormally long memory loss. The trial continues. Catherine McDonald, Global News.